Rudy, what exactly is trans-realism?
Well, trans-realism, the trans part is fantasy. The real part is your immediate perceptions. In creating a work of art, to make it trans-real would be to write about your immediate perceptions in a fantastic way. Well, I think of it, it's a way of writing, and I see three main elements. The first is to write about immediate perceptions in a fantastic way, to think of the things that you're happening as being science fiction adventure, perhaps, unbelievably strange, but yet they're the real things that happen to you. Another point in trans-realism is that you tend not to know how the work is going to end, such as one of my novels or this film. It's not clear how it's developing. The form is emerging organically. And if you could predict it, it wouldn't be truly alive. A third feature is to use immediate situations and immediate characters, because those are the most unpredictable. Example, we didn't know it before we came here, but Lisbon, or LH94, is a resonance of San Francisco. It's a city with a suspension bridge in front of a bay. So trans-really, we're here in the pudding.
So it's like admitting the weirdness of ordinary existence, it sounds like.
If the writer can predict the end of the book, so can the reader. The book can't be interesting.
Is it simply a theory of writing? Why couldn't a person live this way?
You can surely live in a trans-real way.
Is that schizophrenia?
It could be. But there can be fun madness, where you're permuting the world. I used to be afraid to go to malls, and then I started believing my science fiction, and I pretended the mall was a mile under the surface of the moon, and many of the people there had brains that had been eaten by robotic plastic rats. And then shopping became more enjoyable. I use this principle in the creation of science fiction.
But it sounds like it could be a philosophy of life as well.
That's an interesting point, Terence. You have a very active con man's mind. Trans-realism as a philosophy of life. Yes, your life is the supreme work of art, which you're creating as you go along. Everyone is an artist. Their work is their life. Pay attention to your immediate perceptions, take them seriously, but interpret them in a fantastic way.
Well, as I experience life, it is fantastic. So really, this is a call to realism, to admit the presence of the cosmic giggle, to not suppress it in the name of some linear notion of plot or expectation of how reality should be. Is that so?
I think so. I think the tools of science fiction are symbols. Talking about different speeds of time in LX94, this symbolizes the different rates of consciousness which we live by.